People who receive supplemental security income and Social Security disability insurance are always eager to hear about changes to their benefits. These programs are not luxuries, but essential forms of support that allow people to meet their daily needs when they cannot work or when they live on limited income. A payment increase can make a significant difference for millions of households, especially at a time when prices for groceries, housing, utilities, and healthcare continue to rise every year. Even a modest boost in benefits can provide comfort and reduce the stress of managing expenses on a tight budget. Both SSI and SSDI exist to protect vulnerable populations. SSI is a needs-based program that provides support to older adults with very little income and to people of any age who live with a disability that prevents them from working. The payments help cover food, clothing, and shelter. SSDI, on the other hand, is an insurance program for workers who contributed to Social Security through payroll taxes. When those workers become disabled and can no longer work, the insurance they paid into provides a monthly benefit. Both programs share the same mission of ensuring that no one is left completely without resources when they are most vulnerable. The government understands that the cost of living does not remain the same from year to year. Inflation pushes up the price of nearly everything, from a loaf of bread to the cost of rent. To prevent Social Security benefits from losing value, the Social Security Administration applies what is known as a cost of living adjustment, or COLA. This adjustment is based on the Consumer Price Index, which tracks the average change in prices for everyday goods and services. When the index shows that prices are rising, benefits are increased so that the value of monthly payments keeps pace with inflation. For people receiving SSI, payments are determined by federal law, but in some states, the payments are supplemented with additional funds from state governments. This means that beneficiaries in certain areas may receive a higher total amount than those in other states. When COLA is applied, both the federal base payment and any state supplements can increase. This protects recipients from losing their ability to buy essential items. Without such adjustments, inflation would steadily eat away at the already limited income that SSI provides. For SSDI recipients, benefit amounts are tied to the worker's past earnings. The Social Security Administration looks at the person's lifetime contributions and calculates a benefit based on that record. When a cost of living increase is announced, those benefits also rise. While the specific amounts differ depending on individual work history, everyone who qualifies under SSDI benefits from the same percentage increase that is applied nationwide. Whenever the Social Security Administration announces an increase, beneficiaries receive official notices by mail or electronically. These letters explain the exact amount of the new payment and when it will be deposited. It is important for recipients to read these notices carefully. No new application or special request is required. The new payment automatically replaces the old one and appears in the same way as before, whether by direct deposit to a bank account, a prepaid card, or a paper check. This automatic process ensures that no one is left behind. Sometimes an increase in benefits can raise questions about other forms of assistance. For example, people who receive SSI or SSDI may also qualify for Medicaid, food assistance programs, or housing support. A higher benefit might affect eligibility limits for certain needs-based programs. However, many state and federal programs are structured to exclude cost of living increases from income calculations, so beneficiaries do not lose access to other support just because their Social Security check rises. Still, it is wise for recipients to check with local offices or program administrators to be certain about how changes may affect them. For millions of people, these increases are not just numbers on paper, but lifelines that help them stay afloat. Rising rent costs put a heavy burden on those who live on fixed income. The same is true for medical bills, prescription drugs, and everyday essentials like groceries. A modest increase in monthly income can mean the difference between paying all bills on time or falling behind. It can mean being able to afford healthier food, a necessary medication, or safe housing. For families who care for disabled loved ones, it can ease the financial pressure that comes with caregiving. The Social Security Administration emphasizes that SSI and SSDI are not temporary relief programs, but long-term protections built into the American system. These programs are funded by payroll taxes, trust funds, and federal resources, and they are carefully managed to remain sustainable for future generations. Every adjustment in benefits is made with fairness in mind, aiming to balance the needs of recipients with the long-term stability of the system. Although the amount of each individual's payment depends on their specific situation, the overall increase represents a commitment to protecting the millions who depend on these programs. Beneficiaries are encouraged to rely only on official information. The Social Security Administration communicates directly through mailed letters, online accounts, and phone support. These official sources provide accurate details about payment schedules, new amounts, and eligibility rules. People should be cautious about unofficial claims or rumors, especially those that circulate online, which may be misleading or exaggerated. Trusting only verified sources ensures that beneficiaries understand their true benefits and avoid unnecessary confusion. An increase in SSI and SSDI payments is more than just a financial adjustment. It is also a recognition by the government of the challenges that disabled individuals and seniors face. It acknowledges that without adjustments, people living on fixed income would struggle even more against the constant rise in living costs. These benefits act as a shield against poverty and as a way of preserving dignity for those who cannot work or who have outlived their savings. Each increase is a reminder that the system is designed to adapt to changing economic conditions in order to continue offering real protection. While the announcement of a higher monthly benefit brings hope, it also brings responsibility. Beneficiaries need to plan carefully to make the most of the additional income. Budgeting remains important, especially since increases may not fully cover all rising expenses. Being mindful of how the money is spent can help stretch the benefits further and provide more stability. Some may choose to use the extra amount for immediate needs, while others may set aside part of it for emergencies. Each household can decide how best to use the increase to improve their financial situation. The programs are not perfect, and challenges remain. Some beneficiaries may feel that even with increases, the payments are not enough to meet all of their needs. Others may face long waits or difficulties when applying for benefits in the first place. However, the commitment to adjusting benefits regularly through cost of living increases shows that the system is built with long-term fairness in mind. These programs remain a cornerstone of support for millions of Americans who rely on them for survival. For people living with disabilities, for seniors who no longer work, and for families who depend on Social Security to make ends meet, a monthly increase represents more than just numbers. It is a reassurance that their government recognizes their struggles and is taking steps to help. It offers a measure of relief in difficult times and ensures that benefits continue to serve their purpose as a stable foundation of income. By understanding how increases are calculated, how they are applied, and how they affect related programs, beneficiaries can make the most of this vital support and move forward with greater confidence in their financial future. Disclaimer: this content is for informational purposes only and should not be taken as financial, legal, or official government advice. The details provided are based on general information about supplemental security income, SSI, Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, and cost of living adjustments, COLA. Individual benefit amounts, eligibility, and payment schedules may vary depending on personal circumstances and official Social Security Administration SSA determinations. For the most accurate and up-to-date information about your benefits, always refer directly to the Social Security Administration through mailed notices, the official SSA website, or by contacting their offices.